Hey party people, it's Miss Saxon, and today we're here with activity. Take a break from some of our work packets and do something fun. Today is April 22nd, and it is Earth Day. And Earth Day was first founded in 1970. It was founded by a senator who wanted to bring awareness for environmental protection. And our environment is everything that's around us, like our forest, our water, the air, everything that we need basically to live on this planet. So this year actually is the 50th anniversary. And usually, this is a big celebration where different countries all over the world participate with festivals and parades and activities. But of course, since we can't really be outside right now and we can't meet in large groups, this is something that you kind of have to do just with your family. So if you are able to go outside, maybe you might want to count the trees or count the number of flowers that you see maybe on a bush outside your house. You might want to take a walk. You might want to go and just play in the grass. You might want to just pick up some trash or some litter that you see. Make sure, of course, you have a parent or a guardian with you. But that's something that you might want to do to practice, to just participate in Earth Day. So what we're going to do, we're just going to do a fun drawing. And I've already attached the link to do this. But while we're doing it, we always can take the time to learn something. So actually, I drew mine on my t-shirt. Don't do this, of course, unless you have your parents' permission. But one thing that you can use is just an old piece of newspaper or a magazine page. So if you have newspaper or a regular piece of paper, it doesn't matter. And you need crayons. I just have here the primary colors and a black pen or a marker. So we always want to do some type of learning, even when we're having fun. So we're going to draw some shapes. So the first shape that you want to draw is going to be a square. And I'm going to draw it pretty big. Remember, a square has 4 sides, and those 4 sides are equal. Mine really is not equal. This is more of a triangle. So you can draw a square or a triangle. If you can't get it pretty even, then make sure at least 2 sides are even, and then the other 2 sides are even. So actually this is more of a rectangle than a square, but you can do a rectangle or a square. Okay, the next shape we're going to make triangles. And most triangles are, well, all triangles have 3 sides, but we're just going to add 1 side to our box here to make a triangle. So you're just going to draw a line down like that, and then you'll have a triangle. And you're going to do that in each corner. Like that. So how many triangles should you have? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we have our rectangle. Then we have 4 triangles. The next shape we're going to do is going to be a circle. And you're going to make your circle pretty big. You're going to draw your circle right in the middle, like that. So you have a circle right in the middle. Okay? The next shape, you may need to get help with this one, is going to be a heart. And we can practice. A heart is just kind of like a half of a circle, maybe, with a little kind of point on the end. So you kind of draw a half of a circle, and then you kind of draw another half of a circle. Let's see if I can do it. We were trying to make a circle. You could do that. It would kind of be like a fat one, but it's going to be a heart. So if you can't draw a heart, ask somebody to help you. But we're going to draw a heart right in the middle of our circle. And it doesn't have to be perfect, like you see, because part of it is that it's something you've created. It's one of a kind. And art is not going to be perfect. It's whatever you see in your head. So we have our rectangle. We have our triangles. We have our circle. And then we have our heart in the middle. Now you get to have just a little bit of fun. You're just going to draw some squiggly lines. And the squiggly lines you're going to put on the inside of your circle. And we're going to put 3. So we're going to just start right here and just draw squiggly lines. Just squiggly lines and connect it to the outside of your circle. So if you start here on the inside of the circle and you just draw some squiggly lines and then connect to the other end, and then we'll draw a little one here at the top. Like that. Once you have your outside shapes, now it's time for coloring. So the first color we're going to do, again, you can color this however you want to, but if we want to just stay with some type of tradition, most of the time we see hearts are red or pink. So our heart, we're going to color the inside of our heart red. And I chose a really bad picture because this picture has a lot of black in it, but that's okay. You're going to color just the inside of your heart red. And this is something that all of the students, you should be able to do. Even if you got somebody to help you draw your heart or your other shapes, you should be able to do the coloring. So color that really. Take your time, stay inside the lines for right now. And I don't know if you really can see that on camera, but the inside of our heart is red. All right, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to color the space inside of our squiggly lines that we made. And we're going to color that green. And do you know what that's going to represent? That's going to represent all of the land that's on the earth. So if you figured out by now, we're actually drawing a little earth with a heart symbol on the inside. So we're going to color in all inside of all of the squiggle lines that we made. And I'm going kind of fast, but you should take your time and just enjoy the coloring. Taking a break from all the writing that you're having to do, but still getting in some type of practice. And like I said, it's okay if you come outside the lines a little bit. Look, that's fine. We're gonna color over it, so it doesn't really matter. All right, so we have our heart. We color red, we have our land, we color green inside our squiggly lines. Now everything else that's left around the heart, you're going to color blue. Does anybody know what the blue represents on the earth? All right, if you said the oceans or the sea or water, you are right. So we're going to color all of that space in. Go back and just make sure you get all, you don't want to have any space that's not colored in because the water is covered mainly by water. So we want to make sure we have all the water represented. But stay inside your big circle because what's outside the big circle? If you remember about 2 weeks ago, we talked about up in space. So that would be space, and we're not going to color our water out there. All right, so the last thing, well, not the last thing, almost last thing we're going to do with coloring, we're going to use yellow, and yellow is going to represent the sun. So all of the space that's inside your rectangle here, you can color yellow. And if you want to just blend over your picture, you can, because the sun kind of, shines down on the earth. You don't want to do too much. But you want to color all around. And that's that's going to represent the sun. I didn't put the sun on my shirt, as you can see. I just had the heart and the water and then the green part. And on your newspaper to add to your painting or your picture, color in yellow for the sun. If you want to go ahead and stick a sun up here in the corner, you can. It's up to you. Okay, our triangles, you can put whatever you want to put in there. If you want to put, I don't know, a flower, you can put a flower. You can put your name. I'll put Saxon. You can put whatever you want to put here. You can put a smiley face. What else can we put? I don't know, a balloon. Anything that you want to put in the little triangles, you can. But the last thing we want to write is we want to write love, L-O-V-E. So we're going to write that here. And then at the bottom, we're going to write earth, E-A-R-T-H. So it says love, earth. Or you could have written Earth Day if you wanted to. And then later, if you want to, you can always go back and color in the triangles, whatever color you want to color. The whole thing is just making a unique project that is going to represent you and represent us talking about what we can do to protect the earth. Like right now, what we're doing by staying home and not going to school. Is so that we don't make each other sick and that we can hopefully make the planet a better place, and we're able to take care of it that way. So I hope you were able to see this. I don't know how well it's showing up on the camera, but I did attach the activity in Microsoft Teams with step-by-step instructions on how to do this. You can then take this and ask your mom or dad to hang it up, or your sister, brother, whatever, to hang it up for you. Put it in a frame, whatever you want to do. You can use food coloring for this and kind of blend the colors, almost like tie-dye. You can use paint if somebody's going to help you with paint. Or like I said, you can just use your crayons and markers to make it easy and make it fun. Okay, until the next video.